Hello my friend, it's Cami from the blog Tidbits at tidbits-cami.com. Today I want to tell you about this recent discovery that I made, and I would love to hear if you already knew this, but I heard about something called soap nuts, which are actually not a nut. They are a berry shell that's been hollowed out, and they are these magic little surfactants that do a whole bunch of amazing work at cleaning. But I was super intrigued about them in regards to laundry detergent. I saw a little recipe online where you can make laundry detergent out of soap nuts, and I've been playing around with that and figuring out the best method that works for us. But these are fascinating. So I actually wrote a very detailed blog post kind of diving into them, what they are. But when it comes to laundry detergent, I have found these to be very cost effective. I think per load, I'm averaging about 7 cents per load, which beats any other detergent cost I've ever run into. They're very effective. They clean great. They leave our clothes smelling fresh. They are also 100% natural. All you are using is water and these soap nuts to make this laundry soap. So 100% natural, which means they are very gentle on our skin, and we do have some skin concerns I'm trying to battle in our family, such as eczema and acne, so I just want everything we put on our bodies to be very gentle, and these have just been great for that. Now, if you're new to learning about soap nuts like I was recently, they are actually harvested usually in Nepal or India on what is nicknamed the soap berry trees. And like I mentioned, if you have a nut allergy, they're not actually nuts, they are berries. And they dry the hard shell, and the surfactant, or actually the constituent called saponin, is a surfactant. So it kind of breaks down grease and dirt and oils and releases them from clothes and dishes and all sorts of stuff. So anyway, I've been playing with it as laundry detergent, like I mentioned, but you can use it as soaps, in making soaps, dish soap, all sorts of cool things. But here's what I've discovered. I want to walk you through how I am making laundry soap with it. There are 2 different methods you can use, whichever one's most convenient and works best for you and your washing machine. But let me walk you through the process to turn these soap nuts into a beautiful liquid laundry detergent, or how to use them in solid form in your laundry. Now, really quick, if you're interested like I am in learning more about herbs and plants and how we can use them more in our lives, I want to tell you about an academy that I recently signed up for myself. It is called the Herbal Academy, and I am actually taking their introductory course to kind of get an overall learning about plants and herbs. So I've been really excited about that one. It actually comes in a print-bound version as well, with a really awesome herbal tea booklet. Anyway, super excited to dive into this introductory course. But I mostly was interested in using herbs for our skin, our hair, cosmetics, and all that good stuff. So I signed up for their botanical skincare course, which has been phenomenal. So Herbal Academy kind of structures their courses. There's written content that you can either print. Some of them have already printed versions that you can buy, or you can just view it online if that works for you. And they also integrate videos, educational videos throughout the course, so you get that kind of instruction as well. For me personally, this is totally how I learn. I want to just sit down, read, soak it in, but also that video instruction is really helpful for me to kind of dive deeper and get things to stick in my brain a little better. So if you are interested in learning about herbs and herbalism, I know many of you here have encouraged me. Some of you know more than I do already. But if this is of interest to you, definitely check out Herbal Academy. I will leave a link below and any relevant coupon codes that I may have for you to use. Super excited about this. They have tons of courses, tons. If you want to learn about foraging or making tinctures, it's just all there. It's an incredible academy. I kind of feel like I'm going back to school, and I'm way excited to learn more. So anyway, I thought I'd share that with you since we're kind of on the topic of plants and herbs. But let's dive into the process of making a liquid laundry detergent with soap nuts. So you only need the water and the soap nuts. So get a cup of the soap nuts and 6 cups of water, and you just put the water into a saucepan and get it simmering, and then you add your 1 cup of soap nuts. Now you'll keep this simmering for about 45 minutes. That actually, the heat and the water help release the surfactant into the water. That's what gives it the cleaning capabilities. So this will take about 45 minutes with this first 6 cups of water. And by the time you've kind of simmered this for that long, you actually lose some of the water. So you end up with about 4 cups. And this is a very concentrated liquid. And I found that I actually don't need it that concentrated. So what I'll do is I'll actually, after those 45 minutes, I'll strain the soap nuts out of that water, set that water aside, and then add an additional 4 cups of new water with the same soap nuts that I just used. They're not quite spent after one boiling. There's still some more good stuff in there. So this second boil just pulls more of it out into the fresh water and gives you even more. So by the time I've simmered down the first step and the second one, I actually end up with about 6 cups in total of this liquid laundry detergent. Now for the second simmer, I've found that 30 minutes is about all you really need. That kind of pulls everything out. So the first simmer, 45 minutes, the second simmer, 30 minutes. By then, your soap nuts usually are pretty spent. They're mushy, they're broken up. They're good to be tossed. So just strain them out. You can compost them, throw them out in your dirt, however you want to dispose of those soap nuts, you can do. And at this point, you want to make sure you just combine both those liquids, just put them all together, let it cool down together. And then once it's cool, you actually have the option to add any essential oils that you want. Now, this detergent doesn't really have a smell. If there is a smell, I would compare it a little bit to apple cider vinegar, and you can smell that on the berries, but it's even less potent once it's with the water. So it's a pretty non-aromatic laundry detergent, but you might want some smell. So I highly recommend just adding your essential oils in at this point once it's cooled down. I love to use lavender, peppermint, and lemon together. Those are like my 3 favorite essential oils to combine. That's a really good allergy-friendly one as well. So you can add that directly to the liquid to give it a little smell. Or you can just add those essential oils to dryer balls once you throw your laundry in the dryer. Either way, you're gonna get some of that smell. Not extremely potent, but it'll smell really nice. I do wanna add, once this is washed in your clothes, I don't smell any remnant of the soap nut smell at all, so it just smells really fresh and clean. And I wanna make sure you know that I have a blog post with all these written instructions, a lot of details about the soap nuts if you want to learn more, and the printable recipe if that's something you want to go grab so you can have this when you're ready to make this detergent. Okay, let's talk about storing this detergent. This is really important. So anytime you introduce water into anything, you're also introducing the potential for bacterial growth. So this isn't actually very shelf stable. If you make enough to only maybe last you 2 or 3 days, I would say it's fine just sitting on your shelf in the laundry room. Otherwise, you're going to want to keep it in the fridge, and it should last for several weeks in the fridge. But I understand it might be kind of a pain to get your laundry detergent out of the fridge. But I do have a couple tips for you. One is to take this liquid laundry detergent and actually freeze it into cubes. So you're going to use about 1/4 of a cup per load, of course, depending on the size of your load. And if it's a front loader or top loader, kind of varies, but 1/4 of a cup I'd say is safe for about any average size load for either machine. So you can actually just take this liquid, freeze it in cubes, and this makes kind of a laundry pod. If you're used to using laundry pods, this is a really great option. You'll still have to grab them out of the freezer, but you just throw them in the washer like you would a laundry pod, and that water will break it down and it will release the surfactants into the laundry. So that is a way that you can make a ton and store it for long term. In the freezer, it will last for several months. What I've actually been doing is, on a day where I know I'm going to be doing several loads of laundry, I'll just pour out maybe a cup of this and keep it in the laundry room, and then just put the rest of it back in the fridge. That way in the laundry room, it's just there in a measuring cup, and I can easily pour it into the liquid laundry soap dispenser and use it throughout that day. It's not gonna spoil in a day's time sitting in your laundry room, but just don't forget it and make sure you use it up. If you don't, add it back into the batch that's in your fridge. Okay, the second way you can use soap nuts as laundry detergent is probably the most convenient way. And you just want to get some really thin little cotton muslin drawstring bags, and you simply insert like 4 to 5 of these little soap nuts inside this bag, tie it up tight, and throw this in with your laundry in the washer. And that is really easy and effective. I did it. I tried it with some of our dirtiest rags, and it worked great. It was super convenient. I would say I'm still liking the liquid better, just because our front loader machines just seem to clean better with a liquid laundry detergent. I don't even like to use the pods very much in it. The liquid I just feel like disperses it better. So that's my preferred method. But if you want to use this in the drawstring bag, it totally works. And you can actually reuse those same soap nuts for several loads. I've heard people use them for weeks at a time. You just want to, depending on how much laundry you have, of course, but you just will want to throw away the soap nuts once they like break down. They're super mushy. They're just not going to have a lot of the surfactant left in them. So you'll kind of get an idea of how long they last and how many times you want to reuse the same bag and soap nuts. But that is a really convenient way. And like I mentioned, this is so budget friendly. I priced out on Amazon the cost for just the cheapest chemical-filled Tide laundry detergent, and it was about 20 cents per load. I've talked to you guys about my love for the detergent called Defunkify. I really like that. It's a pretty clean one. The best I've found actually that actually works, and it comes to around 30 to 40 cents per load. So with these costing about 7 cents per load with the liquid, didn't really price just the pods themselves because you could use them so many times. So it's probably even cheaper just to use the pods in a bag, but still just pennies per load. And that is just so economical. It is so natural and effective. I just was so excited about this and had to tell you guys. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. Definitely go check out my blog post if you want to learn more and get that recipe. And then I just want to finish up this video by reminding you that we have a live class at tidbitsandcompany.com all about emergency evacuation preparedness. If that is interesting to you, I encourage you to go check it out. We will help you get prepared for any kind of emergency evacuation. That is something we're really passionate about. So I thought I'd tell you about that really quick in case that is of interest to you. Thanks for watching today. I hope you found this interesting. I would love to hear your thoughts, and if you've ever tried soap nuts. When I shared this on Instagram and on my blog, I was surprised about the comments. I seem to have been under a rock. I've never heard about these until now, and many of you have. So I would love to have a little discussion with you and tell us how you use them. If this is a first for you, let us know if you give it a try and what you think. All right, have a wonderful day, and I will be back to share more inspiration for the keeper of the home.